this is Jody Colegrove with Quantum Techniques, the most comprehensive diagnostic form of energy medicine in the world today. I'm here with our star today. This summer we had to go on a vacation and we needed to put her in a kennel. And if you've ever experienced that, kennels require they have all vaccinations and everything like that. So what I did is, since we try to do the least amount of vaccinations, this is what I did and wanted to share it with you. So we did have to have her rabies shot, because after a dog is only 1 year, or before 1 year old, they'll only give a rabies shot that's 1 year. Now that she's had it once, then you can go to a 3 year, and that's for older pets, and so that's better for them, that they can wait that long. Then for the distemper and also the parvo, you can get, if you've seen my other videos on dog vaccines, basically after they've had their vaccine, you can do a titer test. No, don't leave. So you can do a titer test, and that lets us know whether they are holding their vaccination. And sure enough, she was. Now, I got a lot of pushback from the vet, but you just have to be persistent and say, I'm willing to do this test. It costs quite a bit, but it was well worth it, because then I didn't have to give her a parvo shot or a distemper shot, which they would have probably given it to her both at the same time, which is bad for the pets also. Now, every kennel is going to require that they have a bordetella, which is basically like a flu shot for dogs, so they don't get a kennel cough. And it only, when I talked to her breeder, it only protects about 17% of the different strains of bordetella out there. But I requested that they don't give her a shot, that they give her just one that's in the nasal passages, and they said they would, and so they did that. She was a little down and out for a day, really tired and quiet, so I knew her immune system was fighting it, so I coded her for that. But then she kind of perked back up after that. Well, we took her to the kennel. She had a great time, but guess what she came back with? Kennel cough. So we took her into the vet and said, okay, now what? Well, sure enough, they said, okay, well, here's your antibiotic, and here's something to help with coughing. And, the medicine also creates nausea. And so they gave us 3 medications. Well, the coughing one didn't test good for her, and that's something that with Quantum Techniques we can do anyway, because we can find out what's irritating her. And sure enough, I found there were certain, because her body was fighting something, she was more sensitive to things in her environment. So I just cleared those out or put her immune system back online. That would be more helpful. Then I think what I found is she had 21 viruses, and of course the antibiotic they gave her was an antibiotic, not for viruses. So she was really just, it's kind of like taking your kids to daycare, and when they come back with a whole bunch of crud, and you just have to clear it out. So sure enough, she may have had 1 bacteria, but the rest of them were all viruses. So I cleared her of the viruses and bacteria. I did give her the antibiotics for a couple days to help clear anything out that she did get. But then we stopped that after a while, because it wasn't testing good for her, and she was starting to get very lethargic and not feel good and just not be the puppy that I'm used to her being. And it also created a little bit of trauma to her. I put it in her food, and then she wouldn't go near her food. So we had to clear that trauma of that, let her know that your food doesn't have the bad stuff in it. It's okay. All right. So, wait, not yet. We're almost done. Don't leave. So anyways, that's what I wanted to share with you. One of the other things I worked on this summer is I learned how to tell or communicate with dogs, and they help us know when they feel uncomfortable. So she's turning her head, letting her know she's uncomfortable. So there it is. That's it. That's all I had to say. So I hope you have a great, thanks for being the star. If you have more questions about pets and vaccinations and what you can do to help your pet stay as healthy as possible, give me a call at Jody, or email at jody@quantumtechniques.com. And also you can visit our website at quantumtechniques.com and request a session request for your favorite little pup or cat or bird or dog or horse. I've done them all. All right, bye.